Good morning, welcome to Headline Focus, here live on Core Politics with me, Rob Double. It is Monday the 21st of May 2018. Let's have a look at what's making the political news to start the week today. So to start off with, the UK is turning a blind eye to dirty money. Now that's according to a report by the Commons Foreign Affairs Select Committee. The chairman of that, Tom Tugendhat, Conservative MP, saying that the scale of damage that this dirty money can do to the UK foreign policy interests dwarfs the benefit of Russian transactions in the city. So a very, very blunt message coming from the committee chair and indeed the report, and will most likely cause at least some comment later on today, so have a look, watch out for that. Key thing as well it's saying is that the result of this dirty money, particularly stemming from Russia, damages government's efforts to take a tough stance against Moscow's aggressive foreign policy. As you can see in the context of the Salisbury attack, Theresa May, the Prime Minister, led a diplomatic front against Russia, bringing in many European and Western allies as well into that. Recommendation it crucially makes is, one of the recommendations at least, is Britain should work with international allies to make it more difficult for Russia to issue sovereign bonds, which are not subject to sanctions, and instead to go via banks which can be sanctioned instead. A very interesting story, very hard-hitting report which has come out today, and expect some more lines on that from various MPs across the board. Next up, the Grenfell inquiry, or the public inquiry into the Grenfell fire, begins today. Public inquiry starts about 11 a.m. In London. It's a fully independent inquiry. The aim of it is to examine the circumstances leading to and surrounding the fire and make recommendations to prevent a similar tragedy happening again. The inquiry itself will begin with commemorations for each of the 71 people who died. But again, as the evidence starts being put forward, expect to see some new news lines on that as more information comes into the public light. And finally, a new think tank for the Conservative Party, this one aiming really to hit younger voters and particularly to focus on the cost of living for younger people, not necessarily just in London, but obviously in terms of housing, particularly in London, but across the UK. Now, Onward, it's a new Tory modernisation project. It's led by former Number 10 staffer Will Tanner. Gove and Ruth Davidson, so Michael Gove, who's of course the Environment Secretary, Ruth Davidson, leader of the Scottish Conservatives, are chosen to be the fronters of this new launch, which is happening today. Focus will be mainly to do with policies surrounding young voters to help them with the cost of living and home ownership. That's according to Will Tanner, who was on the Westminster Hour last night. Michael Gove and Ruth Davidson, why would you choose them to front this project? Well, according to Will Tanner, they represent Leave and Remain, so trying to consolidate the two sides of the party where there still are, as we can see in the cabinet, such big political differences over Brexit. Trying to unite them with a Leave and Remainer is sort of symbolically showing what this campaign is hoping to achieve. And also, according to Will Tanner, they are the most inspiring leaders in the Conservative Party. But there you go. Expect some more lines on probably this from Conservative MPs later on today. And obviously, Michael Gove and Ruth Davidson. That's pretty much it for today. Don't forget you can find all the latest on what we're doing here on Core Politics on our Facebook page and Twitter right here. But from me and all the team here at Core London, have a fantastic start to your week.